Are you good with numbers? If so, that's good news because a record number of accountants were hired last year. And here's some more good news. You can actually start your career in accounting at National American University right after Labor Day. NAU's Albuquerque campus Dean Luis Quinonez joins us with the details. Hello there, Dean.
How are you?
It's good to have you.
Nice to see you.
Well, you know what? It's good to know that there's a program that's going to help people get a great career after they graduate. So let's talk about NAU's accounting program.
Absolutely, yeah. I've actually got a background in finance. I've got an undergrad in finance, and I've got a master's degree in accounting.
Oh, wow.
As a practicing accounting in the past, the education required is pretty diverse. You know, pretty much it's a business background, but as you stated, kind of numbers oriented.
Exactly. Well, what's the coursework then specifically that would be required?
Absolutely. The coursework required with regards to the accounting program in general is pretty much like any one of our other bachelors at the beginning level.
Okay.
You don't necessarily, you don't necessarily need anything other than the willingness to work. You do need a high school diploma to start in on any of the bachelor's programs. But with the accounting program specifically, we've got principles of accounting 1, 2, and 3. You've got intermediates 1, 2, and 3. Then you get into the advances.
Yes.
And then you get the corporate taxes.
So
the
math
federal
has
taxes.
to be your core. I mean,
Absolutely.
you have to be able to be good with those numbers. And some of us, no matter how hard we try, it doesn't come as naturally. So it's good to have the guidance of the wonderful staff that you have there as well.
Absolutely. You know, and as you know, we're regionally accredited, and our accounting program is very, very much a qualified program in that I'll throw my faculty up against anybody as far as the state is concerned.
Wow.
You know, we're on an equal plane with New Mexico State, University of New Mexico. Our program is very accredited and very solid as far as that regard goes.
Oh, that's good to know. That's comforting. And so I mentioned that it's right after Labor Day. How soon after Labor Day do classes actually start?
You know, I believe that this particular, I just did the schedule, so I should know this, but I believe we start on September 3rd, which is, I believe, the very Tuesday right after the first Monday in September. Which is Labor Day.
It's right around the corner.
Absolutely.
So now let's say somebody who's watching right now and they're really interested and they want to apply. What is that process like?
You know, there's no application fee. The number here locally is 348-3700, and they can just call that number, talk to an admissions rep, ask about the actual program, and they'll be glad to answer any questions that you need in terms of prerequisites, or kind of at least give you a viewpoint as to what your format will look like.
That's great. Now here's a question I know a lot of people think about is the money, obviously. So does NAU offer financial aid?
Absolutely.
Okay, good.
We've got a financial aid program that's fully intact. We offer the standard Pell Grants, the school loans. It's all part of the process, and we help you with that whole process as we go through it.
One of the things I wanted to ask you a few questions back, you were talking about the program, the coursework. How long is the program before they have the opportunity to earn that degree?
Absolutely. The program itself, the degree that you walk out of there with is a Bachelor's of Science in Business with a concentration in accounting.
Okay.
It's 180 credit hours for a standard bachelor's. Our particular program, because we're on quarters, can be as short as 3 to 4 years or longer if you wish.
Okay.
A lot of people choose longer if they're working, but you know, it's definitely a quarter format. 180 credit hours is what's usually required.
Okay, and that makes sense. I mean, that's for pretty much most of the degrees that you need to earn. You have to put in the time. It doesn't just happen like that.
Absolutely. We do offer associate's degrees, which is a very good point. And associate's degrees are very, very qualified as a good basis for a foundation in terms of if you don't have the ability to go out and actually project for 4 years, you want to do something shorter and get the associates in accounting and actually start working as a bookkeeper or something. We've got that to be able to set up a precedent, if you will, down the road.
That's interesting. Well, you know, obviously we all know how important education is. So let's say somebody's thinking, I really do want to go to NAU and I really do want to get this education, but I'm not really sure where I want to major. Do you help guide them into their niche and help them figure out what coursework they should be taking?
Absolutely. Again, going through the admissions process, kind of talking to our learner service advisors with regards to the interests that you might have. Accounting itself is a wonderful opportunity, I think, a wonderful career, but by the same token, there's other programs that we offer, criminal justice, medical assisting, so we've got a wide array of programs that we can offer.
Which is great. So there's something for everyone, and so I know a lot of students will want to enroll. How can they do that?
Well, again, we've got the local number here, 348-3700, which is essentially here in Albuquerque.
Great.
And just call up and ask for one of the admissions advisors.
Fantastic. Luis, thank you so much.
No worries.
And send Jessica our love.
You got it. I'll tell her.
We appreciate you being here.
Take care.